Okay, Red October coming at you with the second video topic. I'm sorry about that. I was talking about my coworker, just conversating about stuff, and she's an older lady. She's I don't consider her old, but I know most of you out there might say, "Oh, she's old." She's 59 years old. Um, Average looking lady. Actually, she's pretty good looking. I'm not gonna say she's hot, but just, good looking older woman. Still, to me, has a lot of life in her. Could, certainly start, a new chapter in her life. But she was telling me that, based on her family history, that she only has about 10 more years to live. She's going to be 60 in August. And I thought about that. I'm always watching people and observing people, and I thought about maybe that has something to do with her personality. And we never know when we come across people that that we wonder why are they so like that? Why do you see someone that's maybe older in life act like a little kid, or maybe just have a lot of fun, or just not stress over stuff? And I think that's the word I want to use is you meet people in life that are a certain age, whether they're 45, 55, almost 65, whatever. And you think, man, why, they're an adult. Why don't they take things more serious? Why don't they act more responsible? They're acting silly for their age. And you really never know until you dig into their life and you find out maybe they have a terminal illness, or maybe they have a family trait where most of the family dies off at age 70. And you think about that. You really think about that. If you have something like that in your family and you're 10, 12 years away from that time frame, you really start to think about shit. You really start thinking, fuck, what I want to do with the next 10 years of my life. And that's what prompted me to make this video was, if you knew you had 10 years or less to live from genetics. I'm not saying they said, hey, you got cancer, but let's just say generally, if somebody said, hey, your family has a history of dying at this age, and you're 10 years away from that age, what would you do? Would you reevaluate your life and say, hey, look, I was into prepping, I was into this and that, and collecting this and that, and guns or whatever, and I'm just a hardcore liberal or Republican, whatever, and you maybe had a certain stance on something, and knowing that you're at the end of your life, because most of us don't, right? When it happens, it's your number, and you get called, and that's that. But if you knew in advance, hey, I got 10 years to live, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? I bet most of you out there would reevaluate where you're at in life, the path that you've been on, and say, you know what? I do enjoy shooting, but maybe I could spend more time doing this instead of that. I'm not saying give up your guns. I'm not saying stop doing what you're doing and go join a monk, a circus, or anything like that. I'm saying, would you reevaluate where you're at in life? Would you reevaluate your ways and maybe say, hey, you know what? I was hardcore on this topic. Maybe I'm willing to listen to this side. Maybe I'm willing to make use of my little bit of time and make a difference. Now that I can, I want to make a change. I don't want to die a hardcore, hard-headed person and then nothing happened and it just continues on to the next generation. Or I actually have a chance to make a difference if I just ease up on my ways and say, hey, this could be a good thing. Let me open up my mind and not be hard-headed because I don't have much time to live. Think about that. All right, guys, have a good one. I have a graduation to go to tonight, and make use of your time because you never know. It changes the way you think from my observation. All right, guys, Red out.